for you. Okay. Welcome to the next installment of Vet in the Van. What have we been doing? We have, in this episode, Smoky Bay, Ceduna, Fowlers Bay, Cactus Beach in there as well. So Ceduna to Cactus Beach to Fowlers Bay, and then hit the Nullabor, all the way across, and just coming into WA, which is where we are right now, just over the border. So we finally made it into WA. We've said goodbye to the peninsulas, and now we're gonna head up to Kalgoorlie to finish our Nullarbor golf, which we'll see some holes in this episode, and we will then start heading down to Esperance. So yeah, let's get into it.
You know what you should do?
What?
Is when you're talking about a thing,
yeah,
have it so you can actually see the
see it.
thing.
Whoa, look at that.
There you go. Yeah,
wow.
Mind blowing.
That's amazing. You're so smart. That's why you're the smart one.
I'll learn him eventually.
Eventually. So we're just passing through Ceduna. We stayed here one night, and there's not a lot here we wanted to check out. We're moving on to some other beaches, but there is this one little place which is just a random house that is got set up, and there is just this amazing little like wind farm of dolls and planes and just knickknacks that have been collected. US Army small ships, my Hall of Fame medal. So it's just quirky and it's fun and it's cool. So we thought we'd check it out. Look, there's even a My Little Pony up there. When was the last time you saw My Little Pony? Do they still even make those? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's little cool things like a Hulk smash. Look, panda. I can see, what's his name? Poe?
Yes. Kung Fu Panda.
From Kung Fu Panda? Is it Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah. Poe's from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anyway, moving on. GoPro said no. Fair enough. Okay. So, I just spent the last 3 days hunkering down, getting food, doing washing, cleaning out the van, just getting ourselves organised and just having some downtime. Nothing flash, just stayed in some cheap and cheerful caravan parks, just to get ourselves organised for the next leg of our adventure. We've said goodbye to the Eyre Peninsula, and now we are heading along to the Nullarbor. So destination is Cactus Beach, I think. Yep. About an hour past Ceduna. So it's a paid campground, and apparently the caretakers come round. So I think it's a bit of a surfy place, so might be a bit cool for us, but we'll see how we go. So our adventure continues. What was this place again, Tans?
Point Sinclair Campground, or Cactus Beach.
Point Sinclair Campground, or Cactus Beach. And that's where we are. Point Sinclair Campground. Just near, I'll get out of the wind, just near Cactus Beach. So, cool little, sort of like, I think it's a bit surfy here. We're about to go for a walk up the beach. But really nice, like the caretakers here obviously look after the place. A beautiful stone showers and toilets and very well thought out, big open spaces. So yeah, we'll just park up here. It is expensive. It's about the same as a caravan park, so it's 40 bucks. Okay, 2 secs. Yep. And check out those zinc.
Zinc.
Come over here so I can see. Oh, it's still going. Oh yeah, it's still going. But yeah, so 40 bucks a night, or it's 15 bucks per adult, 5 bucks per child over 5, so 2 kids over 5, so that's 40 bucks a night. So it's pretty much a caravan park. It's pretty much a caravan park without power and water, but we never use power and water anyway. So it's right on the beach and it's pretty cool. So yeah, stay here for a few nights and check out the local area. So here we are at the Penang Windmill Farm, and it is a farm, a very small farm, full of windmills. See? More than 1 million litres? Well, there you go.
He pumps 1 million litres.
And it is home to Australia's biggest windmill. Check it out. It is the Comet. And so the Comet apparently does how many litres, Eli?
1 million litres a day.
1 million litres a day is pumped up by the Comet. Look at that, eh? An impressive bit of Australian engineering. There. So anyway, it's kind of cool. So it looks like the audio for the first 2 holes for Nullarbor Golf didn't work too well. Thanks GoPro and my ongoing mic issues with wind, but that's okay. I'll sort it out eventually. So we're at hole 3 now. The first 2 holes were at Ceduna. I'll show some footage now. Hole 1 was a par 5, and we almost had a birdie on that, but unfortunately we choked at the last minute. The way we play is obviously I've got my custom tailor-made all-purpose club, modified it myself, so it's pretty top-notch. This retails for about $8,000, so you got to get them custom made. I've got it at Drummond. It's top-notch, and for the balls it's a custom Titleist Pro V1. So you can pick those up pretty cheap as well. Again, Drummond will sort you out. So that's the kit, and the way that it works is, so it's a par 3. We do a round for each. So everyone has a go is 1 shot. So a round with the family is 1 shot. So that seems to be working pretty well, because yeah, hole 1 was the par 4. And that, so hole 1 was a par 5, and that we got the par on, and hole 2 was a par 4, which we just missed the par, unfortunately, and we scraped a bogey. So we got 5 and 5. So currently 1 over par for the Nullarbor links, and now we are on hole 3, and hole 3 is a lazy par 4, 260 meters. You've got to navigate over a bush and some power lines and a few little windmills, but I think we should be okay. We might actually have to go to the left and cut round. So we'll have a bit of a swing and see how we go. Yay! All right. Hey! All right, tapper. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Running. Yeah, no, this is a birdie. Oh, ruin. he nails it! Ah. Okay, thank you, Penang. Thank you, Penang and Cactus Beach. Cactus Beach is a cool, quirky little place. Just spent 2 nights there, really, really good. Saw the windmills, as you saw, a few other things around town, and now we are heading to our last stop before we crack on the Nullarbor, which is Fowlers Bay. So, yeah, a few things we want to check out in Fowlers Bay. Obviously got a whole lot of posters going there as well, so we'll pick that up. And, yeah, then do the long crossing of the Nullarbor, which should be fun, right? Anyway, onwards. So we have arrived at the gorgeous little off-grid town called Fowlers Bay. Just at the caravan park here. It's a cute little park. Got all the stuff that you'd usually have, but it is off-grid. So obviously power and water are to be used sparingly. Little jetty here, but most of all there's a sea lion colony. That's sort of over the dunes, because there's just like this massive amount of dunes that surrounds the area. So this afternoon we're going to go check that out and see if we can catch some sea lions in their natural habitat, which we've never seen before. So bring it on. So day 2 at Fowlers Bay, and learned something today. The caravan park will give you these. What is it, Eli?
It's what is it? A sandboard.
A sandboard. Let's have a look at it. All right. So you don't have to hire them or anything. They just give them to you if you're at the park. So we're going to go and have a play on the dunes, because literally the dunes are just there. So fun fact about Fowlers Bay and these sand dunes is, you'll see, you'll probably see it from the drone footage I've put up, or I'm going to put up, that the sand dunes are right next to the town, and the road that you come in to do the sandboarding, that used to be the main street of town. But the sand dune, namely this sand dune here, is very slowly moving towards the town, and you can see the town behind me. And so over the last 100 years, this sand dune has eaten half of Fowlers Bay, and so they had to, there's only one of the original buildings remaining. All the rest of them are under this ginormous sand dune, which is like thousands of tons of sand. So I guess the moral of the story is you have to be careful where you put your town, otherwise the sands of time shall eat you. But oh man, again, South Australian sand dunes. They are beautiful. Look at this. And you can see how close they are to the town. And that building down there, the old post office, is the last of the original buildings. The rest is all new or underneath my feet. Of a car cook up today because the AC is going in the van, so that pretty much uses a lot of juice, so might as well use the batteries in the car because they're full. But check this out. This is from the horse that I pulled in last night. I'll show a picture of it now. Boom. That is the biggest squid I've ever caught, which was exciting. So literally, like just after we were all kicking back around the fire last night, we all went to bed because the kids were getting crazy. About probably 10 o'clock or so, everyone had settled to bed, and I thought, oh, just Todd Tarns, I'll just go out and flick the lure off the jetty for like 10 minutes, and it was probably my 5th cast. I thought I was snagged, and then I felt it pull, and yeah, that monster jumped on, and I tell you what, it's the biggest squid I've ever caught, and this is more than the squid that I caught, all the other squid that I caught the morning before. So there's probably, I don't know, almost a kilo of squid there. So yum yum yum. So this is what happens to plates when you get crazy corrugations. Now these are like the, what are they, the
Tempered glass.
Tempered glass that are supposed to not break. Guess what? They broke. So we'll probably just move on to bamboo. Bamboo. We're going to move on to bamboo. So yeah, anyway, I've got more in the car. So we got to Cave 1. You could probably get down there. There's a spot where people have built up some stones, but not with the kids, unless you want to put a rope down or something. So we're going to try and do Cave 2. It looks like, I don't know, we'll have a crack. We'll see how we go. With the GoPro, but I'll use the other camera to get some shots. But In these caves, they're just littered with thousands of fossils of bird bones just embedded in the rock over years and years and years of these little swallows that live in here for protection, and they just die off in here. And so this whole cave is actually a tomb for swallows, amazingly enough. But just outside you can see the peregrine falcons are literally just circling around trying to pick them off as they come out. So you can see why they stay in here. It's just beautiful. These caves here have a long history with the indigenous people of this land. Many years, I'm guessing, they've sheltered in these caves because they're obviously significantly cooler than the harsh land outside, and the actual translation of the name is of the caves is bloody hands, and there's not many left. You can see a few of them on the rock walls of the original indigenous handprints that are very old, far before white men ever came here, which just gives you an idea of the epic history of this place. Here you probably can't because GoPro's rubbish. But the third cave has just got this big, beautiful, flat area inside, and it's lovely and cool. And there's a few like rock piles and what looks like fire pits in here. But you can imagine, God, I think we should probably come down here and make dinner because it's cool in the van. I've got the AC on in the van, but it's not making much of a dent in the temperature out there. So it's lovely down here. It's probably about maybe 20 degrees. The air smells great, and it's just pretty. Eli, put the rock down, man. What are you doing? So here we are at hole 4 at the something roadhouse. What roadhouse are we at? Nundru Roadhouse. Don't read the Wikicamp reviews. It's an interesting looking place. I can only see 1, 2, 3 burnt out cars. So, green looks nice though. It's par 5, and you can park at the roadhouse, and then you've got to walk all the way up to the tee. So hopefully there's no one living in these cars. Yeah, check it out, huh? There you go. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Oh, there's another one up there as well. It's kind of like pick apart. Second-hand parts for second-hand cars here on the Nullarbor. Just in case you, I don't know. Some people say this looks a bit dodgy, but I'm calling it pure Nullarbor character. Anyway, here we go. Yay! Okay, so here we are at the iconic Nullarbor Roadhouse. So I think it's definitely time for Nullarbor Roadhouse photo on the Nullarbor. Lots of flies. Hole 5. Hole 5? Hole 5 of Nullarbor Golf. Hole 5.
Dingo's Den.
Dingo's Den. Woohoo! This is a par 5 and it is 538 metres. Dingo's Den because it's full of dingoes. And interestingly enough, there are wombat burrows the whole way along. So I'm pretty sure they're wombat.
The longest one of Nullarbor Golf.
That's right, it's the longest hole of Nullarbor Golf. So we've just walked half a kilometre down here, got half a kilometre back, and that's our exercise for the day.
And
So,
Yay!
okay, so the boys are trying the international honk signal. So make it so I can see ya. See if Tans will do it as well. Do it, go, do it, do it. International signal for honk. Toby.
Daddy, you just need to hit it as far as you can.
Toby, my man, let's go. Par 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're at hole number 6. Hole number 6. Which is Border Kangaroo, par 3, 160 metres.
Which is really cool.
Where are we?
Old telegraph station at Eucla.
Okay. We are at, sorry my man, can I get over here? We're at the old telegraph, oh god, old telegraph station at Eucla. So, where are we guys? We're in WA, right?
First stop in WA.
Woohoo! First stop in WA. So, we've crossed the border and we've just stopped at a, I don't know, it's just a cruisy little free camp, literally like 15 minutes over the border near Eucla. There's the old telegraph station and just down there's a little free camp. It's nothing special. I had a look in the, there's 2 camps here. There's one just by the station, which is where we are, and there's some other ones further down in the dunes closer to the beach and an old jetty. We took the van off. I went for a bit of a drive in there and the sand's a bit too soft, so I probably could get it in there if we really tried, but nah, we'll just overnight here, chill out, and then yeah, sort of slowly start working our way towards express. How exciting. So yeah, WA, giddy up.